President Trump is revoking Kamala Harris's Secret Service protection. That's according to a letter that the president personally signed. Now, as a former vice president, Harris is entitled to 6 months of protection after leaving office. But President Biden signed a previously undisclosed directive extending her detail for an additional year. CNN's Isaac Dubert broke this story. Isaac, you reviewed the letter that President Trump wrote. What did it say?
Well, it said this, Dana. It's a memo from the president to the Homeland Security Secretary, and it says, "You are hereby authorized to discontinue any security-related procedures previously authorized by executive memorandum beyond those required by law for the following individual, effective September 1st, 2025, former Vice President Kamala D. Harris." And then it's signed by the president. That's the full extent of the letter. There's nobody else who's included in this. And this, as you said, she had protection that took her through July 21st, 6 months after leaving office. But there had been some threat assessment and concerns in the closing weeks of the Biden administration. And Joe Biden signed this extension of her protection. And Donald Trump revoked it with this letter. We have gone to the White House and asked them multiple times what happened here. They have not given us an answer. I can tell you that we've got more CNN reporting that says that we talked to the Secret Service, and they have said that the directive came fully from the White House. It was not driven by the Secret Service here.
Do we have any idea what the current threat assessment is? I mean, she is first female person of color to be vice president of the United States.
Yeah, and more than that, of course, she was the presidential nominee, so it's very high profile. She had, for the entire time that she was vice president, even before she was the presidential nominee, her threat assessment had been higher than many previous vice presidents, and that had continued to be the case. Obviously, with the presidential campaign, that made it higher, and this now is a moment where she's going from having spent the last bunch of months basically out of the spotlight to preparing to go on a book tour in the next couple of weeks. She's got this book about her time on the campaign. She's going to travel all over the place. But the Secret Service protection, I think it's important to keep in mind what it is. We often think of it as just like the guys in the sunglasses who are around the people. It's much more than that. They're guarding her home. They have intelligence assessment, looking at emails and texts and social media, deciding which threats are credible and which are not. All these things that can go on are going to disappear basically overnight as of September 1st, and she will be left at the moment with nothing. That means anybody could come up to her at any time, and she now has to figure out what security might look like given that. Right,
or get her own security, which is not cheap.
It's not cheap. Millions of dollars a year is the minimum estimate for it. There's also, I was in touch with both Gavin Newsom's office, California governor, and Karen Bass's office, the LA mayor. They spoke last night about this, and they're figuring it out. Karen Bass, in a statement to me, said that she feels like this is going to make Kamala Harris less safe, and it's egregious, and that she and the governor are committed to making sure that she does stay safe.
Great reporting, Isaac. Thank you so much.
You know, it's really easy to call Trump petty. Is Trump being petty? Tim Black Wolfpack, is Trump being petty revoking Kamala Harris's security detail? Give me a 1 if he is, and give me a 0 if he's not. Let me break this down for y'all. All right, and we're going to come to the conclusion ourselves. But let's start from some facts. 6 months is standard. 6 month security detail is standard after leaving office for a elected official. Pence got 6 months. You can't compare Kamala Harris to Trump because Kamala Harris wasn't president. Kamala Harris was vice president. Presidents get lifetime security. Kamala Harris wasn't president. Now, if Biden would have dropped his ass out, made her president, I can't do it. I gotta have Cammy come over here and take up the slack for me. I have been running the government for 3 years. I'm gonna go ahead and bow out, make her president for now. Just can't do it. He didn't do that. He could have done it. Isaac Dubert, you've covered me in your articles when you were smearing people that were critical of the Democrats back in, 2018, 2019. Isaac, why don't you mention the fact that the Democrats revoked Trump's security clearance? Let me get this clear. Biden did not revoke Trump's security service protection. Former presidents received lifetime protection. Biden did suspend Trump's security clearance in 2021 due to January 6 concerns. I don't know what that had to do with it, but that's what he did. Biden did not revoke Pence. He just let it do the 6 months and then it ended. Follow me, here's where I'm going, folks. If people feel that Trump was really trying to get Pence killed, remember that? People were saying that Trump tried to get the mob to kill Pence. If that's true, shouldn't they have extended Pence's security? They didn't. He had a credible threat from a guy who's crazy. Remember, Trump crazy. He tried to throw a coup and take over the country, and Pence stood in his way, right? Why wouldn't you extend security clearance for him if that's what you believe happened? Why would you not extend the security clearance of a vice president who stood in direct opposition to Donald Trump during the January 6th shit? With the election was stolen thing, the big steal. Last thing I say about this, and this is all facts, this is not, I haven't given my opinion, I'm just colorfully explaining the points here. It's not like it's lifetime, Johnson. It's not like it goes forever. She's still in the public eye. She's still doing stuff. She's still out talking. She's talking about running again. I'm just saying, running or doing something, touring the country. She gonna have security anyway. How can Kamala Harris tour the country without security? As many people that she done locked up. To me, it's a big ass nothing burger. Basically, wanted to give Kamala a news story, a news cycle. This is a layup. Here goes something to talk about Kamala and feel bad about Trump and hate Trump and feel sorry for Kamala because he removed the extension given by the former president, which she has every right to do. No executive orders are etched in stone. You know that. It's not like Kamala doesn't have money. Kamala's got lots of money. She got lots of money to hire security. She can handle it. Not to mention, she's strapped. Remember? She ran on that. The person that was talking about we need to get rid of all the guns. Meanwhile, she got a gun in her house. And she goes to the range like Annie Oakley. Remember that? She her own security. Let's be very, very clear. I got this. I got that heat. I got the blicky. That's it. I got the blicky. I'm not a fan of Kamala or Trump. I didn't vote for either one of these people. But I can tell you this. This is a big-ass nothing burger in my opinion. That's my opinion on it. All that being said, yeah, Trump being petty. He could have just not gave her a news cycle. But like, so it. Screw it. Yeah, like this is one of those things he didn't have to do. I don't see the upside in doing it other than saving us a few dollars that we'll never know we were saved because it'll go somewhere else to something that doesn't help us at all. This is America. That's how it works. And when we say, hey, what about this? People will say, we can't afford it. Damn it, blacks, we just can't afford it. Why do you always want things that we can't afford? I ain't even tell you what I want yet. Different ways to look at it, but the facts is the facts. She got her 6 months, Johnson. If he was really petty, he could have suspended that shit as soon as the 6 months was up. You know what I think it was? Kamala's probably running around right now talking shit about Trump right now. He's like, I'm securing her right now. I'm paying, it's coming out of my budget to protect her big mouth ass. She ain't even an elected official anymore. She already ran out her 6 months and she's doing it on my administration budget dollars? Oh, hell no. You would not pay the spousal support of somebody you no longer liked and were no longer obligated to pay for just for shits and giggles. You'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to giggle over here and keep my money in my pocket. Well, that's how America feels. To this day, we got people saying Trump didn't get shot in the air. He shot himself in the air. That's off a movie set. And to you, I say, if that's true, that means all corporate media is shit. Even the people you like watching. That's it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section. It's the Tim Black Show we brought to you Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here at 10:30-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time, moderated by the best moderators in the business. Come here, be here, join us. We keep it funky.
The Tim Black Show streams Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wolfpack.